Hello, hello. Here we are
Here we
with zero
are.
inspiration for myself. I don't know how it is with
Dear,
you.
yeah, I'm a little bit like, what are we talking about? But
Yes,
we will
something.
figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Welcome to the Rosie and Rula show. Marhaba.
G'day.
Rosie,
Mm.
I have a difficult topic for today.
Is it ever not difficult, Rula?
Sometimes they're not. And my intention in this episode is that we voice the feelings of the listeners and also of the people around us, including us.
Mm.
And by saying voice it, I mean we might not know what to do with this episode, but it's a topic that we have to talk about.
Because it's something people are going through, right? We want to be
Yes.
relevant.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is a friendship, our friendships. But specifically, how do we maintain these friendships without feeling hurt or left out?
Is there a particular friendship that has made you bring up this question? I'm curious.
Not anymore, maybe in the past.
Mm.
What I notice is that most of us struggle with, I'm doing a lot, but my friend is not doing this for me. So I'm the one who calls, I'm the one who asks, I'm the one who make plans. And my friend doesn't take initiative, of my friends don't take initiative, but they do take initiative with other people. And I see this happening, not with me, or maybe with me, but I got it over it because I understood where I stand. But I hear women complaining about that. They feel left out, or they don't feel that their friends are meeting them, showing up for them in the same way. What do you think?
It's definitely something I've felt before. But I'm going to call myself out and other people out. How often do we actually have a conversation with this friend about how we're feeling?
Almost never.
Right. So how is anything going to change? What the fuck?
You're right. It's a vulnerable place because you are saying, I want something from you. I want you to treat me in a particular way. But also your ego is telling you, you don't need them to treat you this way because you are okay, you are all right. You don't need them. And the other person will get defensive, will feel
Yeah.
attacked,
Yeah.
and treat it as a lesser of a friend, while they think also they're doing a lot for us.
Ooh, yeah. You were talking about ego, but you know what I think it is for me? It's not ego that stops me from saying something. It's fear. I don't want to lose this friend. I don't want to have an unproductive conflict or confrontation with this person. How to have healthy conflict. Like, many of us were never taught that.
Are you afraid to lose this friend because it's so hard to make friends at our age when we're older?
God, I really
Your age
struggle
and
with
my
that.
age?
Yeah, I struggle with making friends. Definitely. Yeah, maybe. But you know what? If I look back, I have lost many, many friendships that started off close and I considered them a great friend. And they have ended in a spectacularly just not nice fashion. And I look back and go, oh, there's a pattern there, Rosie. That's interesting.
A pattern on your side?
Well, it must be. I'm the one constant here.
I do also have a lot of friendship that ended up maybe not spectacularly bad, but just they died off.
Yeah.
I had friendship in certain times of my life, and then when I evolved or changed, this friendship did not fit anymore in my life. They were seasonal friendships.
Yeah. And I think that's something we need to come to terms with. That's quite normal and healthy, and it's good for us. You don't have to be friends for life.
No, and this is something that we mistaken. We think friends should be for life. And I came to the conclusion, to the acceptance, to the understanding that friends are not only not necessarily for life, friends are not for all the time.
Mm, mm.
Different kind of friends are for different kinds of
Different
times.
kinds of friends. Yeah. Do you have any friends that you've known for most of your life?
Let me think. Well, when I left Lebanon,
Mm.
uh, all my friendships were died off.
Wow.
And they
Yeah.
died off. I kept contact. At that time, there were no WhatsApp and internet, etc. There were emails, yes, emails and letters. I kept asking about them, how they're doing. And somehow the friends I had in Lebanon, they thought that the fact that I left, I'm living a better life than they are. And they didn't, some friends were kind of jealous. And this is
Mm.
also something maybe important to talk about jealousy. I did not think that friends can be jealous of me because I never thought I have anything for anyone to be jealous of me. And also friends that I kept in contact, but they never returned the letter or they never asked how I'm doing. And this
Yeah.
is where I decided, it has to be a two-way street. But I'm not stuck
Yes.
in this two-way street thing.
Yeah, it's a difficult balance. You know, we're told we should do things from the goodness of our heart and expect nothing in return. But you know what? With relationships, we need to expect things in return, not in a tit for tat way. That's not productive. But for a relationship to work, there's two people. If it's just one person putting in all the time, energy, effort, what's the point?
It's like, look, in a couple relationships, we feel left out and down and checking out from the relationship and unhappy because our needs are not being met. And these needs can differ mostly, they're mostly in communication. Why is this different from the friendships we have? We also have needs in our friendships, but it's so harder to talk about them with a friend than to talk about them with a partner. It's like the partner, we take it for granted, we argue, etc. But
Mm,
with a friend, we don't. We want to keep the peace. We don't want to be the needy friend. And our needs are not met. This makes us think, is this the right friend for us? But most of the time, we enjoy the time spent with this person. When we are with these friends, the talks are deep, the fun is big, the mutual trust and confidence. But then we leave and the connection disappears.
mm, mm.
And there's someone in this relationship of friendship feeling left out, or both feeling left out, each one with their perspective.
Yeah. So what's the answer?
You said that why don't we talk about it? I think with my friends, for example, there are friends that I know them so well, and I know that for them to take initiative is something very hard because they did not work on their own growth.
Mm.
And I don't expect that from them. But their presence in my life is so beautiful that I don't mind being the person initiating.
It's interesting. So our expectations are different depending on the friendship, aren't they? You can't
Yeah.
expect the same thing from every friend. And it's about, I think, you looking inside and going, okay, does this friendship mean enough to me? Do I want them in my life enough that it's okay if they're not the one to initiate the conversation? Like, you need to have that conversation with yourself. But if there's this resentment, that's not healthy.
Yes. Probably this is why friendships end because if one have resentment of hurt or doesn't feel friendship is two-way street,
Mm.
it's easier to check out from the friendship than to have the conversation.
And it will often reach a breaking point, won't it? All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's just over. Like, the
Yes.
silliest thing will happen. There'll be a big argument, and that's it. Like, done. Nah, had enough.
Yes.
Oh,
And it's okay to have friends to go with to festivals and friends to go on vacation with, other friends to have deep comfort talks with. Sometimes we expect from that one or two or three friends that they do everything with us.
yes.
But we can't possibly share, or we evolve in life, so we can't possibly share the same interest through the years
I do
with the same
struggle with
people.
that. I struggle with that because I'm someone who really prioritizes those deep friendships. I want the deep, challenging conversations and all the personal growth together. But like you say, not every friendship's going to be like that.
No.
Yeah, let's be
They
real.
also have their life that has nothing to do with our friendship. And they're growing
Hmm.
in their own life. And we change, the circles of people around us change, and we explore, we grow by meeting new people. And if we want to possess a friendship, we are not growing because we should also be open for other people and other experiences.
Okay, here's my question. Let's say there's someone listening. They've got a friend they're really resenting right now.
Mm.
This friend is pissing them off. It just feels very one sided. They're putting in all the effort. So, in my mind, there's two options. You make a conscious decision to distance yourself from this person. This friendship isn't serving me anymore. That's it. Second option is to talk to them about it. How do we know whether to invest the time to try and sort this out or whether to walk away?
I have a friendship that I decided to walk away without explanation, without anything.
Mm,
I'm not saying this is the right thing to do it. Um, I felt I have nothing to say to that person. I don't even want to have the conflict. I don't even want to have the explanation. I simply felt this friendship is not helping me. It's not serving me. It's I started not liking the person,
wow. Yeah.
and I felt, what am I gonna say to this person? I don't like you anymore, or what am I? You did this thing and annoyed me, and I feel that we're not on the same page. So I decided to um, stop contacting this person, avoid contact, and I'm sure that person need closure because they don't understand why I'm not their friend anymore. But I still, it's been maybe more than a year that I have no desire to explain myself to that person.
Right. And I think that's such an important point. I don't know if this is just a me thing, but it seems like people expect you have to put in the work and try to make the friendship work or the relationship work. Sometimes, no. It's not worth my effort. I'm just going to walk away. I don't owe them an explanation. I don't have to talk to them about it. I don't have to try to figure it out. I can just walk away. That is okay. And I want to give all our listeners permission to do that.
Rosie, I don't know if it's true or false. I feel when there is a conflict in friendship, it never goes back to what it was. I'm not saying that
Oh,
friendship
I
should not
agree.
have conflicts,
Mm.
but they're not like a romantic relationship where you work on something together for the future. And then you work harder, you go to therapy, you do whatever it takes to build and grow together. There is no growth together in friendships. There is no investment. And I'm not saying, you're right, you're saying, yeah, I'm not talking in general. I find it really hard for friendship when they break, when they have like a crack, that
Yeah.
they get back on track again. I have not experienced that.
Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to think if I've confronted a friend and then we've got, to use your words, back on track. I don't know. You're right. It's very different to a romantic relationship. my God, what have you done to me? My mind's just going, oh, shit. But I don't think that's to say that you can't have that conflict and then keep the friendship and things improve. You can totally do that, I think.
I have not experienced it. I hope that someone, I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it's real.
Must.
I just need someone to tell me that what I'm saying is not true, and not someone. I want more than people to prove to me that conflicts in friendships are repairable and the friendship will not lose its flavor. It will stay the same.
Oh, yeah. I think we've both got struggles here with friendship, I'm realising, through this conversation. Let us know. Have you had friendships where you've worked through the conflict? You've kept the flavour. Tell me what's your flavour.
Tell me what's your flavor. Ooh. Isn't it Craig David? I don't know who's that.
Yeah, I think it is.
Craig
I like
David.
some Craig David. Yeah.
All right. We stretched this episode, but friendship is such a hot topic for every one of us every day. Let us know what you think, dear listeners. Thank you
I
for
don't think we
listening.
gave any actionable advice, but it's something to think about. Let us know.
No.
Give
but
us
they know
your
they're not
advice,
alone.
please. Yeah, you're
We
not
all
alone.
struggle in friendships.
We do. All right. Bye.
Bye.
If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have
going.
to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so
What
much.
I
See you
just
next time.
said.